It's like Jacob's getting ready to do an interview with 23. Under the left eye. There you go.
My name is Jacob, last name Cordova. So right now we did one of our regular cop watches, and we're out here at Collins and Abrams Street, and we ran into Officer Brown. We've ran into her before. She usually takes things out of proportion and calls a lot of backup. So we showed up on the scene, you know, and we just start filming. Backup's coming, a lot of backup, and I'd say about 9, 10 squad cars, maybe 8, you know, and just regular stuff, but she blew it out of proportion.
Always.
You know, the Arlington police, they like to do hit and runs on people, and then their officers do not get arrested, which recently happened here in Arlington. There was an off-duty officer, they did a hit and run. The homeowner had to follow him, and they weren't arrested. Where you got some guys tonight, you know, and, you know, the insurance is out, the registration out, and they've towed the car, you know. You know, it's all about money, it's all about revenue generating for the city, you know, so. How did this start? How did this start? I would say maybe like a year and a half ago. It started from a branch called the Peaceful Streets Project out in Austin from the founders Antonio Buehler. And I was always a big fan of his, you know. He kind of brought me into the whole Ron Paul movement, and kind of followed him, and then I saw his little cop watch incident, which kind of, you know, we're about the liberty movement. We want to hold officials accountable, and we do the gun watches, gun walks and stuff like that. So we figured we hold the cops accountable and start Tarrant County Peaceful Streets Project, you know, and there's a lot of organizations popping up right now. You got the Tarrant County Peaceful Streets Project, you have Texas Cop Block period, you know, Texas Cop Block is more of a local one. You have a lot of cop block groups popping up, you know, that the awareness is starting right now, so we need to hold police accountable and film police.
Some officers think that's provoking.
You know, that's their opinion, you know. We come out here, and anybody who likes to take an opinion or side with either ones, they can come out with us sometime and watch with us. And you can ask people firsthand, you know, do they think we're provoking? And they just see little skits of what they see on the news, on Channel 4 and stuff like that, but they're not actually out there to see what's going on before that, to see Officer Brown overreact, and we're at least 50 feet away, you know, and she just, on public property, on sidewalk, and she comes out and freaks out. So that's usually her. You know, we've done lots of cop watches. There's one cop, I can't remember his name, we've done 100 of him. He's never freaked out like she did. He's always in and out, you know, and he just goes back to the spot and pulls somebody else over, and we go film him again, and he never calls 50 squad cars out, you know. She's kind of the only police officer that overdoes it big time, you know.
Overreacts.
If you go back and listen to the cop scanners, you know, you'll hear her on the radio talking about it. Officer Brown is the same officer that sent me a ticket in the mail for excessive use of horn. She's going to have to prove that in court. I don't know what she's talking about. I guarantee there's only been one person in all of Arlington that's ever been mailed a ticket for excessive horn, and you're talking to him right now. Yes. Yeah, a few of them, you know. I see a few of them around town when I'm, you know, just doing my thing, you know, and quite a few.
How often do you guys meet? Like, in
it's different, you know. Sometimes we'll do 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes we'll do 1 or 2 a month. You know, it's kind of different. It's kind of however we feel. If somebody decides they want to make a meeting or an event, they can do that.
Usually from what time to what time?
Sometimes early, like 7 to 1, 2-ish. You know, we kind of get tired at about that time. We kind of call it a night, you know. So it kind of dies down around that time. And maybe it picks up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when you got all the drunk drivers out.
Besides you guys, is there another group that you know of in the Metroplex?
Yeah, there's Texas Cop Block. There's Dallas Cop Block, which is Jose Vela in Dallas. He's running things over there. There's Louisville Cop Block. There's Denton Cop Block.
North Texas.
There's North Texas Cop Block. There's a lot of cop blocks going on. We're the Tarrant County Peaceful Streets. We're the only peaceful streets around here in this area that I know of.
Okay, so thank you.
All right, let's go chase some cops. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I was born in California.
And what brought you to Texas?
There was a big earthquake in 1993, 94 in Northridge, and my dad worked at General Motors, so we moved out here in about 93, 94, been out here ever since.
And what do you do for a living?
For a living, I work at a warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just kind of keep that disclosed.
Okay.
Got a lot of haters out there.
You work for, you were in
Air Force?
Yeah, I was in the Air Force. I was a firefighter in the Air Force. I served in Osan, Korea. I was there for a year, and after Korea, I went to Aviano, Italy for 2 years. That we sponsored the Libya mission over there, and then after that, I did do Iraq for 6 months. I went to Tallil, Iraq.
So, what is the difference between a police officer and someone that is in the Air Force? Because they're supposed to serve the public, right?
Who?
The police.
The police officers. I mean, so they say they serve the public.
Well,
I've never personally been protected by a police officer. I've been served lots of tickets. Me personally, I've never been protected by them. They're supposed to protect and serve, right? But yeah, me personally, I've never been protected by a police officer. I'm at the age now where I'm going to protect myself. You know, if I need a cop, usually they're just going to bring a gun. I have a gun, you know. So if I need medical help, I'm going to call a medic. Difference between a military and a cop, you know, military is fighting for the country, you know, hopefully, and hopefully they're taking their oath to the Constitution seriously, because there's a lot of bad things going on from the soldiers overseas as well, you know. There's a lot of, just like there's bad cops, there's bad people in the military right now, you know, abusing what's going on over there. So we hope they take their oath to the Constitution seriously. I belong to a group called Oath Keepers. We are the guardians of the Republic. We take an oath to the Constitution. Any unconstitutional orders, whether you're Republican or Democrat, we don't follow, you know. We are constitutional, so.
Have you ever encountered a good cop?
I mean, yeah, there's some nice ones. I'm sure they're nice people out duty. They're all nice people, but why aren't the good cops arresting the bad cops right now for violating people's rights? Why aren't they doing that? So that's kind of my thought process, you know. Yeah, there's some good, there's a lot of nice cops out there, personality-wise. I'm sure I'd grab a beer with them sometime. Once they're on duty, you know, they turn into a different psychopath.
So, you think most of them are like that?
I can't speak for most of them. I will just go out and keep them accountable. That's what I can do. I can't speak for most of them.
Yeah. All right.
Good to go?
All right. Good. Thank you, guys.
All right, Joel.